Hey, how you doing? Thanks for tuning into my video. Here's the problem you're facing right now. You're probably running paid advertisements from Google or Facebook to your website, but you're not getting the leads and the sales volume that you want, and you're not getting them at a cost that makes sense to you right now. But yet, you're still doing it because you understand that it's the cost of business and it's better than nothing, right? Well, actually, it's crazy because if you look at what Facebook put out when they first got hit with the first privacy update from Apple, they told their advertisers that they were going to see losses in conversions by as much as 60%. That meant if you spent 50 bucks and got 10 leads at $5 a lead, that same $50 in ad spend would only yield you 4 leads, and that would bump up your cost per acquisition from $5 to $12.50. That's a 150% increase in your conversion costs. So what does that mean for your business? Well, that means that your ads are going to be less profitable. And because your ads are less profitable, you're not going to be able to scale them because you won't be able to afford that scale because the cost of the ads is too much. But if there was actually a way for you to get those conversions at a lower cost per acquisition, then your profit for that ad campaign will go up. Here's the only problem though. Most business owners that run ads are not tracking conversions. And we know that conversions are valuable activities on your website. It could be filling out a form for a registration. It could be filling out a form to come to a free appointment, or it could just be a sale in general. But either way, a conversion is something that you're tracking that you think is valuable to your business. Now, not only are people not tracking their conversions, the few people that are actually tracking their conversions, only half of those people are actually tracking their conversions properly. So it's only a small percentage of business owners out there that are actually doing this stuff properly. And if you were to actually just do the fundamentals properly, you would see a huge increase in your conversions volume, so your sales volume or your lead volume, and you would see a huge decrease in the cost per acquisition or the cost per action. Now, guys, it's not the end of the world. There's actually a solution to this. Like I said, there's a very simple fix to making your paid ads more profitable. Now, before we get into actually what it is that you have to do to make your ads more profitable, I want you guys to picture something. Imagine waking up in the morning and not having to check your paid ad campaigns. Not because you're lazy or because you don't really care, but because you will know that your ad campaigns are predictably bringing you a profit for your business every single week, every single month, every single quarter. Imagine you had a machine that you were able to walk up to and give it $1 and it spat out $2, $3. How much money would you feed that machine? You probably would go into your bank account, empty the entire thing, and feed that machine as much money as humanly possible because you want to take advantage of that profit margin. You want to take advantage of that growth machine, right? So this is essentially what I want to help you build. I want to help you build a profit machine within your ad campaigns where you basically put in $1 and get back $2 to $3 of revenue every single time. And there's actually a science to doing this. I'm going to show you guys how to do that in this video. All right, so the first thing that we got to make sure that we do whenever we're running ad campaigns is we want to make sure that our marketing objectives are aligned with our business objectives. Time and time again, I've opened up people's ad accounts in order to audit their ad account or just maybe to see if I can help them in any way. And the first thing that I notice is that they're typically chasing after the wrong objective. Now, I know it probably seems like the smartest thing in the world to optimize your ad campaigns for clicks or for website traffic, but you got to look at it in the context of a club promoter. If you just let any and everybody in, you're not necessarily going to have the people in your club that buy drinks, that buy bottles. You're not necessarily going to have people in your club that buy tables. So you have to be selective, right? You have to be selective of who you let inside of your club. So your business, your ad campaigns, that's the club. And you want to be selective of who you let into your website because every single time somebody clicks on your ad and doesn't convert, you're paying for that non-conversion. So we want to set ourselves up for success, not failure. So instead of just optimizing your ad campaigns for website traffic, we want to optimize our ad campaigns for things like conversions, right? And we know that conversions are leads and sales. So if you know at the end of the day, when that person lands on your website, you want them to fill out a form or to buy something from you, that's what you want to communicate to the ad platform. You want the ad platform to only let the right people in through that door. And what that's typically going to mean is it's going to mean a higher cost per click, and it's typically going to mean a higher cost per acquisition. When you're setting up your campaigns for the first time, you will definitely want to make sure that they're based around conversions. All right. So let's get into the next thing. The next thing you want to make sure that you're doing properly is, now that you know what your marketing objective is, now you want to track those conversions. The reason you're doing that is very simple. You see, Google and Facebook, they have very sophisticated AI and machine learning engines that they use to process tens of thousands of data points for customers. And the reason they do that is because they just want to understand their user base so that they can provide them with a better user experience. Because of that, you can actually use that to your advantage as the advertiser and connect your website directly to Facebook and Google and feed them your conversion data. So every time somebody buys on your website or fills out a form, you send that data back to Google and Facebook. And then now when you're going your advertising campaigns and you're choosing audiences, you can choose lookalike audiences and custom intent audiences that are similar to the people that are converting on your website. And then you can go get people that have the same characteristics or show the same signs as the people that buy from you. So this is the importance of making sure that you're tracking conversions properly. And this is the power of feeding data back to the ad platform. The other thing too is, now that once you have your campaign set up where you're going after conversions and you're going after leads and sales, now you want to diversify the types of audiences that you're targeting. So you don't want to just only target low-hanging fruit or intent-based buyers. You want to also attract people that are affinity-based or interest-based. So, people that are fans of Gary Vee, or people that are fans of the Toronto Raptors, or people that are fans of Drake would be people that might be interested in my type of content. And you're taking them from cold, warm to hot. So you're going to pay a lot less when they actually convert down the line. So having all of that set up properly is important in order for that to happen, right? So you got to have the right campaign structure. You got to have the right tracking in place for those conversions. And then you got to be targeting different types of audiences so you're not paying too much in ad costs. The next thing you want to have dialed in is you want to make sure you have your offer dialed in. So you want to make sure that your offer clearly defines the benefit, the outcome that the person's going to receive from using your product. You want to make sure that there's some scarcity in there. There are some guarantees, some bonuses, and you want to make sure that the pricing is done in a way where they have different ways of buying from you. See, if we only give our customers one way to buy from us, then we're going to shorten the amount of people that actually can buy from us, and we're just going to stifle our growth that way. So having different price points or different payment types or payment plans allows our offer to be a lot more irresistible, a lot easier to buy from. And a good example of that is using Sezzle on your website. If you use Sezzle, you're giving your audience a payment plan, so the people that might not be able to afford your entire price point today can break that up into 4 payments over time. And that's just a real easy way of increasing your sales conversion, because now you have more people that can buy from you. So making sure that your offer is dialed in with all those different elements is key to making sure that your ad campaigns are profitable. Last but not least, you want to make sure that you have a proper follow-up system. I can't tell you how many times I talk to business owners that aren't doing the greatest with their ad campaigns, and it's really just because they don't have a good follow-up sequence. You want to make sure that you have some type of email autoresponder set up, and you have some type of flow or some type of sequence that follows a certain amount of events. So if somebody fills out your form, they get a welcome email. After a day, if they haven't called you or booked an appointment, your next email will be, hey, do you want to book an appointment with us? If they didn't click on that email, they get another email that's similar to that one, just with different copy. And you just try different wording, different messages, and different tactics to get those people to buy from you. Because guess what? Not everybody's ready to buy in that moment. And even if your offer is amazing, even if your product is perfect, it might just not be the right time. Maybe they're at work, they could be with their kids, And so we want to have these automated follow-up processes built into our funnels so that we can maximize the amount of times that we make offers to these buyers and maximize the amount of times that we can become successful. So if you guys master these 5 things, if you guys get these things down perfectly, so you have the right setup, your business and marketing objectives match, if you have the right conversion tracking in place, if you are tracking different types of audiences and testing different types of audiences, if you have your offers dialed in, and you have a follow-up sequence that is dynamic and is tracking based off of what they're doing in the actual funnel, you're gonna kill it. You're gonna see huge growth in your business. We do this stuff for our clients every single day, and I want to make an offer to you guys that I don't usually make to the public. And if you watch this entire video, then you're the type of business owner that I probably would like to work with. I don't know exactly if I can help you out, but if you would like to have a conversation with us over the phone to see if there's a way that our company can help your company to make your ads a lot more profitable, and if some of these things aren't in your business, maybe we can even show you how to implement these things. And if you want to work with us, we can go down that route as well. We can actually build some of these assets into your business if you don't have these built already. If that sounds like a good idea, just look below this video. You'll see my Calendly link in there. Just find a time that works for you, book it, and we'll have that talk, and we'll go from there. Have a good day. Peace out.